The cameras were rolling, the lights were bright, and the air in the chamber felt heavy with tension. Everyone knew Nancy Pelosi was about to speak, and when she spoke, the room usually fell silent. She stood at the podium, her tone dripping with condescension, her eyes locked on Senator John Kennedy. Some people, she began with a faint smirk, should stick to folksy one-liners and leave the serious work to adults.
The word landed like a slap in the face.
The chamber erupted in muffled chuckles from her allies, the sound echoing in the ornate hall. John Kennedy didn't flinch. He sat there, calm as a still pond, a faint smile tugging at the corners of his mouth. Anyone who knew him knew that smile wasn't weakness, it was a warning. He took his time standing up, adjusting his tie with deliberate ease. The room seemed to hold its breath. The challenge had been laid down, and everyone knew Kennedy wasn't a man who shied away from a fight, especially not when his character was on the line. "Madam Speaker," he began, his voice slow and measured, with the weight of the South rolling off every syllable. "I grew up being taught that respect is free to give but priceless to earn. And I reckon if serious work means mocking the very people we swore to serve, then maybe it's not as grown-up as it's made out to be." His words carried an old-world sincerity, but there was steel under the velvet. Pelosi's smirk faltered ever so slightly, and the audience caught it. Pelosi tried to cut in, her voice sharp, but Kennedy didn't raise his tone. He didn't need to. "You know, Madam Speaker," he continued, "I've been called a lot of things in my life. Country boy, stubborn mule, even a few names I can't repeat in polite company. But I'd rather be called all that and stand for something, than be remembered for standing for nothing at all." The room shifted. The chuckles were gone now, replaced by an electric silence. Even the news cameras seemed to lean in closer. Kennedy's words weren't just a rebuttal, they were a moral reckoning. He didn't insult, he didn't mock. Instead, he spoke directly to the heart of the matter, the kind of truth that cuts deeper than any personal jab. Pelosi's allies fidgeted in their seats. The speaker glanced around the room, searching for a way to regain control. But Kennedy wasn't finished. He leaned forward slightly, looking her directly in the eye. "Madam Speaker, you can mock my accent, you can dismiss my words, you can even try to paint me as a joke. But I come from people who built their lives from nothing but grit and faith. And I promise you this, I'd rather be underestimated and serve my people, than be overestimated and serve only myself." Skip to content. Chat history. You said. Nancy Pelosi tries mocks John Kennedy, gets instantly destroyed. ChatGPT said. Here's your SEO-friendly YouTube description package for Nancy Pelosi tries mocks John Kennedy, gets instantly destroyed.
Parchemin description.
Fire in a jaw-dropping live TV moment. Nancy Pelosi attempts to mock Senator John Kennedy, but what happens next leaves the entire audience in stunned silence. Kennedy's razor-sharp wit and calm, cutting response flips the entire exchange on its head in seconds. This isn't just politics, it's a masterclass in handling public humiliation with intelligence, confidence, and grace.
Symbole de collision.
Stopwatch timestamps.
Minuit, télévision introduction to the fiery exchange.
032, direct hit Pelosi launches her mockery.
1h10, souriant bêtement Kennedy's first sharp comeback.
2:05, high voltage the knockout statement that silences Pelosi. 3 o'clock, eyes audience reaction and shock.
3h40, trophée closing thoughts on the unforgettable moment.
Key keywords.
Nancy Pelosi, John Kennedy, political debate, Pelosi mock Kennedy, Kennedy destroy Pelosi, live TV exchange.
Light bulb why watch this. Witness political wit at its finest. See how confidence can change the narrative in seconds. Learn the art of quick comebacks under pressure. Experience one of the most talked about political moments of the year. Pushpin tags.
Nancy Pelosi, John Kennedy, Pelosi mock Kennedy, Kennedy destroy Pelosi.
Political debate 2025. Viral political moment.
Touche dièse hashtag. Hashtag Nancy Pelosi, hashtag John Kennedy, hashtag political debate, hashtag viral moment, hashtag political clash, hashtag speech showdown.
If you'd like, I can also make a shorter, punchier, clickbait-optimized version for your video title and thumbnail text, so it grabs more attention. That would help boost CTR. Do you want me to make that next? You said. Write an engaging and emotional story based on the title Sad Face Nancy Pelosi tries mocks John Kennedy, gets instantly destroyed. Begin the story with a powerful hook to immediately capture attention. Develop the plot with emotional depth and